Obviously we did some good things. The most important thing to me today was I kept thinking about the standards we have in our locker room of toughness and effort, attitude, coachability, helping others. And I just thought we violated them at a really high level the other day. And so our whole thing, the way we practiced and prepared the last 2 days, mentally and physically, each of the 2 days were a little different, was really, for me, geared like, hey, tonight we got to get back to playing the Akron way and then let the chips fall as they may. Then I know we were going to shoot 57% from the field and all that. I mean, sometimes the basketball gods reward you when your mindset's right and your heart's right. So I was proud of the way that they responded. But at the end of the day, it's just one of the 17 gauntlet games we've played thus far. We got another one on Friday night. And hopefully we're learning very quickly here that you have to be ready to go every time you play in this league. And we get another chance, another crack at it on Friday.
Don, can you talk about the difference? Was there much said after what happened on Saturday, or did they just come in saying we got to play better? We got to do everything just much better than we did Saturday against the Bobcats?
It's a great question, Evan. I think the way we practiced on Sunday morning early, they knew.
Mm-hmm. Can you talk about Lauren? And again, he a career high 31 points. When he's on his game offensively, he can light it up with anybody.
Yeah, no, he was terrific today. He was efficient and had 3 assists, 0 turns. So he took care of the ball, which is important at that position. And we feel like we've got 3 or 4 guys that can really handle the ball. Jamon's a big part of that. That we're very fortunate in that regard, that have the ability to make plays with the dribble, with the bounce, and pick and rolls. And really, all 3 of those guys made plays throughout the course of the game. But Christian was, terrific. Made shots, really competed, really battled. I thought he pushed the pace of the game. We got up and down better, played with a much better pace and tempo than we did on Saturday.
How much did his benching contribute to that, do you think? Did it give him something to think about, refocusing?
You'd have to ask him that question. I just felt like the other day, I'm not a mind game guy. That's not my deal. I never liked that very much. My deal was we weren't playing very well as a team. Certain guys weren't playing very well, and we were going to try something different. My deal's not, hey, let's set him with, to work. That wasn't the purpose. The purpose was we were trying to play a little bit better to finish the game on Saturday, and I just felt like our team and some players weren't playing as well as we needed them to play, so we made some adjustments and changes to try to get jump-started.
Jamon, what was it like for you, knowing that's possibly your last home game?
It was fun. It was kind of emotional for me, but it was like I was trying to go the whole day and treat it as a regular game. I didn't want to think about it too much, but when the whistle blew and the ball jumped, the ball tipped, it was just a normal game for me, and my teammates did a good job with helping me throughout, and we got the win, so that makes it better.
Jamon, I know you faced Lillard all 4 years here in college. Did you face him in high school when you were in Glenville and he was at Central Catholic? Did you face him in?
We never played in high school, but we always played a lot of over gyms together, and we worked out a lot together. We close friends.
John, two other questions from me. First of all, you always talked about the rebounding. To win a rebounding battle as you did against a good team that Bowling Green has, and also they only committed 8 turnovers, but you converted them into 13 points. That has to be helpful as well.
Sure, anytime you can get easy baskets, obviously it helps. And our guys have really bought into probably, I don't know what, the last month, maybe 6 weeks into this transition offense where we get it and we go. And so today I thought, again, we played with great pace and tempo. We made good decisions in transition. We were a little sloppy in the first half with 8 turns, but only had 3 the entire second half, so we've taken care of the ball has been one of our strengths all year. Tonight, obviously, the ball moved. We had 18 assists of the 37 field goals, so the ball moved, and we had good ball and player movement. But, the one thing that Jamon mentioned, and I'll credit him, a lot of times on senior day, you'll see guys play out of character. He did not do that. He just played today, played to win. And of course, he said it in the video, but the growth he's made as a person, player, student, just in numerous areas that, you know, are between me and him, like, you know, really, I'm proud of him for that. It's bigger than basketball, and certainly he's embraced the opportunity and really improved in a lot of areas, and I'm excited about his growth.
There's a saying that I like to use. When Bowling Green made that run that got it to 4, sometimes teams will go have a bad case of the staggers, as the Australians would say. How did you weather the storm? Was that 3 that Daniel made, was that like a calming influence of getting back into the game?
The 3 hit was big, obviously, but we just try to take pride in not being front runners. You know, anybody, when you winning or you up big or you playing well, can be everything can be fine and dandy. Then when they brought it down to 4, we could have started arguing with each other, start blaming each other, and that was kind of the case against OU. But I feel like today we all just looked at each other and we just said, "Let's go. Let's forget about what just happened. They're a good team. They're gonna go on runs, like Coach always say. So we can't be surprised. It's like a boxing match, the phrase Coach. But you know, we got hit in the mouth at that time, and we just recovered and threw some more punches ourselves.
How key is it for you guys to have so many players? You know, you had 4 guys, and I don't know if you've had 4 guys double figures in another game this season.
Yeah, I think our stat sheet, you know, guys, we have 4 guys close to averaging that. But you're right, Elton, and not very many times in one single game, you know.
Is that
Obviously, we made shots, the ball moved, and then we're a little bit different team because, you know, the more they play together, it can be a real asset for us here down the stretch because we've got 4 or 5 different guys that could get double figures on any given night, to be honest. And tonight, obviously, we have multiple guys, so, you know, hopefully that bodes well for our offense moving forward because we've struggled some at that end of the floor with some shot making, but tonight it was good to see the ball go in, and these guys have worked really hard at it. And like I said, we've taken care of the ball, and then we actually typically our free throw percentage is a lot better. Tonight it was the flip. Our 2s and 3s were, you know, much more effective. But I've got, you know, as long as we're getting good shots, we're moving the ball, we're taking care of the ball. I do think our execution's improved, and you know, hopefully we can build on that here down the stretch. Go ahead,
You
Elton.
talked to us early in the year about Coach had you take that bag of marbles, and you're taking one out each time. Has it sunk in just how few marbles are left, and how much of a motivating factor is it for you to know that that bag of marbles doesn't have to be the last game either? Like, you can extend this based on how you guys play the rest of the way.
Yeah, when I came in today, actually, I looked at my bag and I was like, wow, so there's 2 marbles left. So that was just kind of thinking, like, I remember like a month and a half ago, I was jiggling the sack or whatever, and then I was like, I got a lot of games, and then now I only got 2 marbles. It was just crazy how fast time go, and you know, it's motivating, but I feel like I shouldn't just like, I'm not just turning it on now. I've been trying to play the right way and hard, you know, for most of the year, you know, but I try to take that all year, just play hard, use motivation, and you know, the bag is empty now, so you know, it's the best time of the year right now, so you know, I want to extend and get more marbles, as many marbles as I can until there's no more. So
You gonna start taking them back?
you gonna start taking them back?
That's what you should do after you give them up. Then
Yeah, take them back.
start taking them back. See how many you can get back.
Did you have a question out there?
I did just on Friday. I'm always amazed at such an emotional, physical, draining type game.
Fun.
Fun,
Oh,
but I
shoot.
mean, there's so much on the line for everybody, and still, it's not like it's the last game.
Yeah.
You know, how, if you follow where I'm going, how tough is that? Because it's not the last game, but in many ways it's defining. You're playing for home court, they're playing for
Number 4.
number 4, is it? They're
Yeah.
playing for number 4. You got that dynamic, you got the dynamic of the rivalry, you got the dynamic of the tournament coming up. I mean, there's just so much.
Yeah.
No,
It's awesome. I always tell these guys this time of year, you know, there's some teams that are done now. like they're finished, their season's over. You know, for us, the chance to continue to play in meaningful games is awesome. I mean, it's awesome. I mean, it really is. I mean, it's a rivalry game. They've got a lot on the line. We've got a lot on the line on Friday. It's national television. I mean, it doesn't get a whole lot better, you know. So we've got to prepare and make sure that we're ready to go. And you know, honestly, for our guys, hopefully, you know, Saturday was pretty painful the way that we played. I just didn't think we played very well. And hopefully that they can use that as well as today as, you know, the ability to be able to understand the importance of making sure that you're ready to play and you're preparing the right way and you cross every T and dot every I and you're emotionally, mentally, and physically engaged and ready, you know. And I'm confident over the next 2 days that we'll get them, you know, ready to go on Friday night. It will be I anticipate it being physical. I anticipate it, as you said, a lot of emotion in the game. You know, I'm looking, you know, I know these guys look forward to it. You know, I look forward to coaching in it. It's a, you know, real privilege to be a part of it.
We good?
Good.
Thanks, guys.
Last Saturday was that the low point of the season on playing and all, because you came out tonight and you really played well. Can you talk about that?
I think it was a wake-up call. It showed us a lot. That shows that we need to get better. We need to stay focused. We pride ourselves on our defense, and we didn't bring it on Saturday. So the next day, that's what our main focus was. We came together as a team and tried to get the job done today.
Even though it was a loss, could you have taken a lot from that first meeting with the Falcons, saying we can play with one of the best teams in the MAC?
We believe we can play with anyone. It doesn't matter who it is. So that game really didn't decide for us if we can play with them. We know we can play with them. So, yeah.
CJ, how did what happened Saturday night affect you personally with you getting benched in the latter stages of that game? How did you use that tonight?
I deserved everything that came to me on Saturday, so I just locked in and focused more, worked harder. That's all. I deserved everything that came to me getting benched on Saturday. I didn't have my team ready to play, like I said before, and that's all on me.
Tyler, can you talk about your improvement in your play from Saturday? You played very well, and you got some shots to go down today. Can you talk about that?
Today I just want to come out and play. We played terrible Saturday. Me included, I got benched with Christian, so I want to come out and just play hard for me and my teammates.
Can you talk about, this was Jamon's most likely his final home game. Can you talk about what he has helped, what he's done for you two coming in your first season here at Akron? What has Jamon meant to the team and to you two personally coming in?
He means a lot. He's our only senior, so our guys look for him for leadership as well. So he just means a lot to us as a teammate and as a friend and as a family member. So other than that, yeah. So
Same. He's been helping me since I got here.
Yeah.
Getting comfortable with school and on basketball. So he's been a big part. Reason why I came here.
Tyler, talk a little bit about at what point, kind of the exhale moment in the game, and I'm sure it came early, but where you guys felt you were back at being who you are.
Well,
Any sequence,
the second war, like the 16-minute mark of the first half. You could tell the 16-minute mark of the first half.
Okay.
You could tell like the vibe we had. Everybody was talking. We was locked in on defense. So pretty much there, the way we came out.
What was the thinking when they cut it to 4 in the second half, though? I believe they had an 11-0 run, and it looked like momentum had shifted significantly.
Well, just stay the course in this play. We know they're going to make a run. They're a really good team. But what we do, we withstand the run, and we go on our own. That's what we try to do.